What's up guys, Chris here, back again with another video on the channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about Road to the Final 3 and how you guys can possibly make some coins today on the market. A couple different trading methods, what to look out for, stuff like that. Before we get to the video, if you guys can, drop a like on the video and subscribe if you guys are new around here. I would really appreciate that. All the links to my social medias will be in the description, Discord, Twitter, you know, obviously subscribe to the channel, my Twitch, my Instagram, anything like that. My Discord, it's free. It's a free trading Discord. The FUT card shop link will be in there as well. Like I said in the last video, if you guys don't know why I talk so low in these like late night videos, it's because of everybody sleeping around me, so I don't want to wake people up. So that's why, you know, the vibes are a little bit lower towards, you know, the later end of the nighttime. But we're going to talk about today, what's going to happen, obviously, and how you guys can potentially make some coins today. So, first thing I want to like talk about is 100% capitalizing on panic selling. So what you're gonna do, and we talk about this every single week, but it seems to work out, right? There's a couple different ways you guys can go about doing this. Like you could buy before 6 p.m. if you want to. I do expect there to be a little bit of panic on the market just because of the unknown factor of what may come at 6 p.m. We obviously know Road to the Final 3 is coming, but there's going to be obviously a lot more stuff coming out. Are we getting Prime Icon SBCs? Is the second batch of Prime cards are coming into packs? Objectives, SPCs, right? There's a lot of things, more freeze, right? There's going to be, you know, a lot of different things that potentially could happen today. So I think just kind of taking advantage of cards that went up today, right? The market did very well. I was very happy to be wrong. I thought the market would go up a little bit. I didn't think it was going to go up this much. I didn't think icons were going to go up this much either. So that was a really, really healthy sign from the market. I still think it drops in the next couple weeks, just to be clear with that. So, you know, talking about a couple cards that, you know, if you see them low in the panic today, the only downside to buying special cards that are out of packs is that if you potentially buy a card that then gets released into the Road to the Final 3 promo, say for example they were to release a I don't know, like a Frankie de Jong, you know, just Road to the Final, right? That could cause midfielders from La Liga to drop a little bit and maybe not rise as much on the rebound. That's really the only thing you guys are really having to worry about. If you want to, you can get liquid before, like, by 6 p.m. and then buy then if you want, because the market this year has definitely shown us that, you know, it might not be the lowest time before 6 p.m. We're not going to really know when the lowest time is. It's going to really when they stop dropping and then they start to rise big time. I would say, you know, definitely taking a look at the guys that are more rare in this game, right? So rule breakers for me would be one of the cards that I'm looking at. You know, Nainggolan, Llorente, right? As long as they're not being affected by anything that is in packs, that is in SBCs, that is in objectives, that for me is a go-to thing. Like this Van Aanholt, for example, if we don't get a left back that is, you know, from the Premier League or whatever, right? And you see this low. I remember last Friday, a couple people told me that they looked at Van Aanholt at 220 specifically because of my video, and they picked them up. And last Friday night, this guy went up really good. Like he went to like 265. So you were able to make like 30k a card on that Van Aanholt if you bought into that. And by the way, I hope you guys did enjoy the last video. If you guys did, you probably made a decent amount of coins. You know, some of the stuff that we shot on that video, like Renato Sanchez, for example, went up a good like 35k today. So things rose today. Again, if you do see them dropping tomorrow, you should see a rebound. For me, right, I'm looking at these cards a little bit, but this isn't my main focus, you know. And I used to be somebody that would target the special card panic, and not to say that it's not good or nothing, but for me, I'm more of an icon type of guy, right? Now, if we do get prime icons coming out today, there's a couple different things you need to look out for if you're going to be doing icon trading or icon investing, okay? So one of the things that's going to be coming out today is, I think primes are coming. I think they're either going to be SBCs because we haven't had them for a little bit, or we're just going to get the primes released. Now, if I take a look at the SBC tab, I believe these cards, these icons, they don't expire today, but they expire this weekend. So I would assume that they are going to come out with new icon SBCs at some point this weekend, if not today. If the primes do come out today, what you want to like avoid a little bit is just kind of players that are gonna have a cheap prime card that have not been in the game. And I can't really think on the top of my head of what prime you would want to maybe stay away from when it comes to the baby or the middle, right? Because obviously the baby card is going out of packs, but what is happening here and what you're going to see happen today if primes do get released is because these cards are not like hyped up. For example, right, you've got a Nesta here at 609,000 coins. What this is going to do, okay, is it's going to drop the price. It's going to crunch it down from the 90, and then the 88 is going to go with it, right? It's all a downward trend with these cards. Now, yeah, are they up today a little bit? Of course, these are cards that people want to use for their teams, but the prime is going to affect the middle and the baby so much where it just keeps on dropping. So I would just be very careful with some of the icons that you buy if you want to camp on the 59-minute. All you need to do today is literally go icons, basic, and then whatever your filter is. And maybe your filter is like 1 million, right? And then you just literally go to the 59th and you just see if you can find deals. Now, obviously with icon trading, you need to learn the prices. And, I'll just kind of show you right now. But if I was looking at that Nesta card, right, what I would do if I were you guys, for the 90, for example, I would do two things. I would look at the graph and just see like, okay, where's this guy been, the last like 24 hours, right? Looks like he hits like peaks of 320 multiple times of the day, right? If you look at the market sales history, just to kind of back up my theory, 324, 328, 325, 329, pretty consistently 324 plus, right? So if tomorrow, right, this guy drops even further, right, you may see a little rebound on him, but it would have to be like a decent downgrade or a decent drop, because the Nesta Prime, in my opinion, is going to drop a little bit as well with the upcoming pack supply. And that's another thing you guys can do. You guys can definitely trade with some of the primes that are in packs, that are coming into packs or that are already in packs. I had a couple deals kind of escape me at the 59th last night on rewards, but I mean, this Buchuquena right here, I saw one at like 2-3. And, these cards, every single time they do get supplied, they do drop a little bit. And you're definitely seeing that for some cards. Now, what's going to happen with some of the primes, okay? So that's just kind of like staying away from some of those, like, cards that maybe just have like a really bad prime icon and they're going to be really cheap first day. After that initial hype, they are going to keep dropping and dropping. And that might make the middle and the baby drop. I can't tell you which one is going to do that. But if the prime is very cheap, then that's the reason why the middle and the baby are dropping, not because of natural market panic or, maybe you'll see a rebound on that card. I just don't think that's where you should be looking when it comes to today. But if primes do come out today, you're definitely going to want to be, looking at these cards. If they make any sort of mistake again, where they put every single icon at, if they put every single icon up for 1 million coins, I don't think they'll do that again. But if they did, you definitely want to get involved. We've got some pretty big ones we don't have yet, which is Maradona. We don't have even a Dalglish. We don't have a Vieira yet. Do we have a Zidane? I don't think we do, right? We don't have a Zidane. So we're gonna still see some really nice icons get released today. Ballack is another one that has not released yet. That's one of my favorite icons in the game. So I would expect, these cards to be super high to begin with when they're initially coming in the packs. And we will know if the icons are getting released by going into the squad. And this is how I found out last week. But I literally would just look up each icon, and some were put in the code and some of them weren't. So you look at Zidane, right? No concept player. But if you take a look at a guy like Nesta, right, there was a concept player of the card. So that's how I knew like which ones were getting released, which ones weren't. And I do expect there to be, a decent amount of deals on that prime icon filter. Now, if you wanna trade with the primes, I would say first day prices are really good, where you can just go 1 million flat. Most of the cards that are coming out to the market are going to be basic chem style, and then you just literally go to the 59th, and you'll be there within a couple minutes. Or a couple seconds, really, and just kind of see like what's on the market right now, what's cheap. So for me, the focus is going to be a lot of icons for me today, whether it's primes, whether it's the babies, the middles. I'll probably be going on the 59 minute. I'll be doing the basic chem style filter. I'll be doing a ton of things today when it comes to icons. That's where I feel like the money always is on Fridays, because they always rebound a nice amount. Like your Nedveds, right? For like players like that, like I think are always decent. You know, cards that rebound, Shevchenko, right? Because the baby card is kind of like an anomaly where, yeah, the prime does come out, but the baby is one that I think a lot of people like to use because of the 80H pace and the 90 shooting. So that's something appealing to the card, and he went up a decent amount today. Another thing you guys want to look at is definitely look at the objectives tab. We should be getting another Road to the Final player today on the objectives tab. So what you guys can do is obviously look at the like score 2 or more goals per match in 3 separate games using Prem players, right? You're just going to want to see like which cards fit all of the criteria, and some of them may rise on Friday because people are trying to do objectives. So you just want to take a look at that. And when it comes to just kind of like normal trading methods, man, I would still stick to like the silver method, dude, right? And I'm just going to kind of gloss over here, like League On, right? You go basic. And I mean, as more League SBCs come out, these cards will, you know, you can do different top 5 leagues. You can still do top 5 leagues, to be fair. But you just compare price on the last card. Make sure there's not more than one card over the hourly to be able to compare price on a card. I've had that question asked to me over the last, you know, few days. So I think this is still pretty good to do. Getting on mass bids as well, man, because I think especially during lightning rounds, man, a lot of people don't understand, but every single week bidding during lightning rounds is the play. It doesn't matter what you're bidding on. It could be silvers. It could be gold SBC fodder, man, right? If you look at a guy like Bernardo Silva, man, every single week, right, all you need to do is you need to see like, okay, what is Bernardo Silva on the market right now? He's currently up at, because he's out of packs right now, right? He's 32,000 coins. Insta getting bought, right? So what you would do is, and he's actually higher than that. He's really expensive. He's 37K, right? So say, you know, a guy like him, right? Obviously he's coming back into packs tomorrow, so he may drop a little bit. But this guy, you know, a fodder card, if he is at 37K, I'm looking at all bids here up to like, let's say 33, right? Because you can bid at 32, 33, and you can sell for like 37. And fodder should stay a decent price because there's going to be another SBC today, probably another Road to the Final or freeze card. There's going to be a cam card of these today, so that's going to be interesting to watch out for. And then there's going to be the base icon that's still out. So I think a lot of people are still going to do SBCs. It's going to keep fodder a little bit high. I don't think they dropped that much today with rewards and marquee matchup supply. And then another thing you guys can look at doing in terms of like the, you know, kind of like the mid-tier budget, it's a thing I like to call 10, 20, 30. And I'm going to make a video separate to this. I'm going to kind of gloss over it real quick with you guys right now. But essentially what 10, 20, 30 is you look at any past special card right now, and you look at a guy like, not Sanson, but, well, Sanson's actually a good one you can use. But look at cards that are out of packs right now, because they're not really cards that people are paying attention to. So like this Morata, for example, would be like the perfect opportunity to do 10, 20, 30 with. And what you look at is throughout the whole day, you just want to see, okay, what have they been going for throughout the day, right? If he's like 11K, he goes to like 12, 13K, down to 11.5, up to 13, stays around 12. It shows that he goes to 13 multiple times in the day. He's getting rare. He's out of packs, right? So what you could do is you can bid in retrospect as to what the card has been selling at multiple times of the day, kind of like fluctuation trading, but just getting on the bids when it comes to that stuff. So that's a method we're going to talk more in depth with, and this during lightning rounds should do very well because these cards nobody's paying attention to. Everyone's looking at the new Road to the Final team and stuff like that. They're not really paying attention to the 10, 20, 30 method, and you guys can still grind coins out by doing that. Another thing, by the way, just kind of today, I would really be paying attention to some of these Roads to the Final cards and some of the golds that do get in. We had a, you know, maybe Varane could get in today, or like a Genie Wijnaldum. What's going to happen is if these guys do drop today, right, I expect them at some point to rebound, because it doesn't make sense for me, like a guy like this, right? If this gets into the Road to the Final team and he drops to 190, right, I would really consider picking that up because that's a card for me that, like, by Saturday morning should go up a little bit, as there's no supply with a card like this. And then one last thing, I know this is a long video, but I want to talk about the Team Louis cards, because Lozano today actually had a pretty good rebound on the card. If you see any of these cards that have rebounded into the nighttime, and you know, looks like some of these informs are really high right now. It looks like Kunde is 75, which is kind of where he's been. But Bama's up 5k. This Vardy's up like 15k. This is up to 270. This is up 20k. Right? If you see any rebounds on these cards, or any drop-offs, like huge drop-offs today with lightning rounds, right? Please pick them up. See if you can get a rebound. It's not a guaranteed rise, but I think it's something you guys can definitely do to potentially make some coins today. And when it comes to the popular players in the market, guys, you're going to see a downward trend on guys like Neymar, Mbappe, Ronaldo. You'll probably see them go low before 6 p.m. And then depending on the content, they do go back up. But I do still think that these cards over the next few weeks are going to go a little bit lower. And for that, guys, that is going to be me done for the video. Make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.